All right, everybody. Now that we have seen some illustrations that Robert Alejandro has done based on jeepneys in Manila, and we've seen a couple photographs of actual jeepneys, we're going to create our own. We're going to draw it in pencil, starting with the bottom of the jeepney. So horizontal lines and then a couple wheel wells. I'm going to add a short vertical and a long vertical. Then I can go ahead and design it something like this. Basically kind of like a school bus. I can add wheels to it, right? So you want to think about details. If I want to put headlamps, if I want to add a bumper on there, that's up to you. We saw how the driver of a jeepney has an open vertical window. The passengers have an open horizontal rectangular window. And once I have the basic shapes, then you can think about what kind of patterns you want to add to your jeepney. If you were to own one, if you were to drive one, what kind of patterns would you like to see on that? And that's entirely up to you. Right, but we're going to decorate it in line and shape patterns first. Right, so just think about adding patterns. I can add patterns to the wheels if I'd like to do that. It is up to you. It is your jeepney. What would you decorate it with? Right? So that's the basics of it. Maybe I'll put like a big and small circle pattern on here too. If it goes off because of the wheel well, that's okay. If I want to add like a steering wheel and the driver, I can do that. You don't have to, all right? But you can see how I can build kind of like a basic driver. Maybe give him a hat. Right? If I want to see passengers in there, I can kind of start with that shape. If I want somebody with a spiky hairdo, I could do that. If I want to see somebody with long, kind of curly hair, I could do that. Maybe I have somebody from the side, right? But that's entirely up to you. You don't, and really, if you don't want to put any passengers in, that's okay. So once you do that, then what you'll be doing is using one of the pens. It may be a Sharpie, maybe a ballpoint pen, maybe this felt tip pen I'm using, and you're going to trace your lines with that. That way when you color, you don't lose all the detail. You know, you're spending some time with the pattern, you don't want to lose it all in the end. Once you do that, you would color your patterns with the color sticks and crayons that are on the table, and then you'll cut it out. I'm going to show you a few examples of student jeepneys so you can see. So here's one example, and you can see that they all have similarities. They are like one another in the wheels and the basic shape, but the patterns you can see are a little bit different on each one. All right? So everyone's will be unique, and after we had them cut, you are going to take part in making them move with a stop motion movie app on the iPad. Sound good? Let's do it.